Hey guys, it's Jim from NEPAPizzaReview.com coming with you today with an unboxing and assembling of the very exciting PizzaQue portable outdoor pizza oven by Pizzacraft. This thing is half grill, half pizza oven, and supposedly you can grill a gourmet pizza outside just as you would tailgating or anywhere else. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside here. Alright, looks like it's pretty well packaged in the styrofoam. Got some directions. Pretty hefty pizza stone here. That's very thick. Let's see what this is. Looks like a lid, yeah, and complete with the temperature gauge, which is very useful. Going back in. Well, it looks like we have quite a few recipe books here. Taking a look further in, we have gas hose, and give me a moment, I need both hands. Okay, so we've unboxed the PizzaQue, and it looks like it's going to be pretty easy to assemble since there are only a couple of main parts here. First we have the base, which has the gas hose and the burner in it. We have the temperature knob, a very heavy pizza stone that we'll be cooking on top of. We have a little bit of hardware. It looks like only 4 screws to put into this thing. The lid with the temperature thermometer that, if you can see that, goes up to 900 degrees, so hopefully we'll be able to cook pretty fast in this thing. And also they give you a handy little cover to protect this, so let's go ahead and put it together and see what we come up with. Now, normally I'm not one to read the directions. I'm one to just go ahead and put things together, but since a pizza oven is so important to me, I figured I'd go ahead. The first step is just to unpack and remove these silicone caps. I want to make a point how heavy this PizzaQue actually is. It's really got some weight and thickness to it, so pretty excited to put it together. So the first step is pretty simple. You just slide these legs in and then secure them with the screws on the bottom. Not too bad. Okay, after we got the screws in to hook the legs on, we have to go ahead and hook the gas up. The gas line has this. So we want to make sure that this metal part is underneath the leg so that it can attach right here. And then over here, we need to stick this part through the hole, and then the 2 screws here. I'll check back and show you what that looks like. So those screws went in really easily. And then the next step is to take the PizzaQue knob and just pop it on there. This is a little bit hard to see, but the next step is to hook the wire here up to the starter ignition. You just need a pair of needle nose pliers, that'll make it easier, unless you have tiny fingers. And then once you have the spark wire put together, you just want to make sure and confirm that you're getting a spark by pushing the handle in and turning counterclockwise. As you can see, we have a spark there, so we're in good shape. From the instructions, it looks like the hard part's over, because all we have to do is take this flat lower stone and rest it in these handy little channels here. And then we take the upper stone, and these feet here need to create a little space, so we're going to put them downward, and there we have it. And then finally you just pop the lid on. I needed 2 hands, so I can't really show you how to do that. Essentially it just sets on there, no problem. And looks like we're good to go. All I have to do is go find a gas tank and fire this baby up. Now the PizzaQue itself comes as a tabletop unit. But I wanted to go the extra mile here and turn this into a full-blown outdoor PizzaQue. So I ordered the pizza oven leg kit. It was only 20-some bucks, maybe $30 on Amazon. And I think it's going to be well worth it. It has a place to hold the gas tank, and you know, you're waist high without taking up space on your table. So we open the box, and it looks pretty straightforward. Just some metal legs. Looks like a little steel band to hold it all together, and some more instructions. Well, it looks like I made a bonehead move here and heated up the grill before putting the legs on. So I'm going to have to go ahead and wait a few hours for this stone in the oven to cool down before I can flip this over and remove the little legs that we showed in the assembly before, but we'll check back soon. So to assemble the PizzaQue legs, we need to take these screws back out so that we can remove these legs on the bottom, the small legs. So we're going to do that now. So the instructions say to install the front legs first, and the front legs are the two with the slots in them here. So we'll put those together first. Putting the legs on it's been pretty easy, I would say. The first part is to take this little, they call it the Unity arc. Take the Unity arc and just screw that in, and then you go ahead and set the four legs in the holes. And then after you set the four legs in the holes, you take the next parts of the leg, the bottoms, and you set those in. And then you just go ahead and screw them together with these little screws right here. And that's about it for right now. Next, we just slide these crossbars right into these holes here. And grab some screws and pop them in. So since you need to do a little adjusting along the way, the directions recommend you don't screw anything in all the way. So you can see these are wiggling a little bit. But I did make a boo-boo. You don't want to screw these in until you have these little pieces popped into the very same hole. So I'm going to take these screws out and then pop both arms into the same hole. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. All I did was back the screws out, stick this into the same hole as the other ones, and now we're all set. The one thing, you just want to make sure that these are pointing toward the, I guess the interior of the triangle here. So these little tabs are going to come in handy in a minute. Okay, all we did now is I took this ring and I fit it onto the tabs on the end of those bars. So to secure the ring, all we do is we take this little screw with the flat head on it, and we pop it in the hole here, and then use this nut on the back side. And to tighten these little self-tightening screws, I used just some needle nose pliers. I didn't have a small socket available or a tiny little wrench, so the needle nose just seemed to work fine. Next, we just pop these leg caps in. It's hard to do with one hand. Alright, so the last step is to take these screws here and put them in, well, you can't see, it's a little dark, put them in these holes here to secure the legs, and then go ahead and tighten everything up. Alright, so here's the finished product. We have the PizzaQue pizza oven with the PizzaQue legs here, which are a nice partner. I think I would recommend just spending the extra couple dollars to get the legs because they are very sturdy. Pretty easy to put together. I think the whole thing between the oven and the legs probably took me about 30 minutes when you take out the filming and talking. But overall it was pretty simple. All I needed was a screwdriver, a pair of needle nose pliers, and a rubber mallet. And really it was pretty straightforward. Directions were good. I hope this video helped you all out. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or send me an email at